Just because your cycle moves doesn't mean everything's fine. Many small issues, like a loose bolt, low tire pressure, or a dry chain, can go unnoticed until they cause serious trouble. Regular maintenance isn't just for mechanics or pros. Even beginners can keep their bicycle in top shape with a few simple habits. In this guide, we'll walk you through 10 easy and essential tips to keep your non-gear cycle running smoothly, safely, and for years to come. 1. Keep it clean. Keeping your bicycle clean is one of the simplest yet most important steps in cycle maintenance. After every few rides, especially if you've been through mud or rain, take a few minutes to wipe down the frame, tires, and rims with a damp cloth. This removes dust, grime, and debris that can cause rust or wear over time. For a deeper clean, use mild soap and water with a soft brush, but avoid spraying directly into the hubs or bottom bracket. A clean bike not only looks better, it also runs smoother and lasts longer. Plus, while cleaning, you get a chance to inspect your cycle for any signs of wear or damage. Make cleaning a habit. It keeps your ride in top shape and saves you from expensive repairs down the line. 2. Lubricate the chain. Lubricating your cycle's chain is essential for a smooth, quiet, and efficient ride. Start by wiping the chain with a dry cloth to remove dust or old grease. If it's very dirty, use a chain cleaner or an old toothbrush with a bit of degreaser. Once the chain is clean and dry, apply a few drops of bicycle chain lubricant. Never use regular oil or WD-40 as they attract dirt. Rotate the pedals backward as you apply, making sure the entire chain gets covered. Then wipe off any excess oil with a cloth. Too much lube can actually collect dirt and cause more harm than good. Lubricate your chain every 100 to 150 kilometers, or at least once a week if you ride often. A well-lubricated chain reduces friction, prevents rust, and helps your cycle last much longer. 3. Check tire pressure. Checking your bicycle's tire pressure might seem small, but it makes a big difference in how your ride feels and performs. Underinflated tires make pedaling harder, wear out faster, and increase the risk of punctures. On the other hand, overinflated tires reduce grip and comfort. That's why it's important to check your tire pressure at least once a week using a simple pressure gauge or a pump with a built-in meter. Look at the side of the tire. It'll tell you the recommended pressure range, usually between 40 to 65 psi for most non-gear cycles. Keep it on the higher side if you're riding on smooth roads, or slightly lower for rough terrain. Properly inflated tires roll smoother, last longer, and keep you safer on the road. It only takes a minute, but it's a habit every cyclist should build. 4. Inspect brakes. Your brakes are the most important safety feature on your bicycle, so inspecting them regularly is a must. Start by squeezing the brake levers. If they feel loose or go all the way to the handlebar, that's a red flag. Look closely at the brake pads. They should press evenly against the rim and still have enough thickness left. If they're worn down or misaligned, adjust or replace them. Also, check the brake cables. If they're frayed or rusted, they need attention. You can fine-tune the brake tension using the barrel adjuster near the lever. Strong, responsive brakes help you stop safely, avoid accidents, and stay in full control, especially in traffic or downhill. Don't wait for your brakes to fail. Inspect them every week or after a heavy ride. It's a small effort that can make a huge difference. 5. Tighten bolts and nuts. A loose bolt might not seem like a big deal until something wobbles or falls off mid-ride. That's why checking and tightening the nuts and bolts on your bicycle is a key part of regular maintenance. Focus on the important areas: the handlebar, seat post, wheels, pedals, and crank arms. Use the right size spanner or Allen key and tighten them just enough. Don't overdo it, or you might strip the threads. Pay special attention after a bumpy ride or if your cycle's been in storage for a while. A quick 5-minute check once a week can prevent serious problems later on. Tight bolts mean a safer, more stable ride, and peace of mind every time you hit the road. 6. True the wheels. Truing your bicycle wheels means making sure they spin straight without wobbling side to side. Over time, especially after rough rides or hitting potholes, your wheels can go slightly out of alignment. To check, lift your cycle and spin each wheel. Watch closely near the brake pads or place a pencil against the rim. If the rim moves side to side as it spins, it needs truing. Small wobbles can often be fixed at home by tightening or loosening a few spokes with a spoke wrench. But if the bend is big or you're unsure, it's best to visit a cycle mechanic. Riding with untrue wheels not only feels rough, it can also wear out your brakes and damage the rim over time. Regular checks keep your ride smooth, safe, and efficient. 7. Keep the saddle and handlebar aligned. A properly aligned saddle and handlebar aren't just about comfort, they're essential for control and safety. If your handlebar is even slightly off-center, steering can feel awkward and unsteady. And if your saddle is tilted or too low, it can lead to discomfort or even knee pain. Check the alignment by standing in front of the bike and looking down the center. Both handlebar and saddle should be straight and in line with the frame. Use an Allen key or wrench to adjust and tighten them firmly. The saddle height should allow a slight bend in your knee when the pedal is at its lowest point. A quick check every week or after any crash or fall ensures you stay balanced, ride efficiently, and avoid strain on your body. Small adjustments can make a big difference. 8. Watch for rust. Rust is one of the biggest enemies of your bicycle, especially if you live in a humid or rainy area. It usually starts on exposed metal parts like the chain, bolts, spokes, and brake cables. To prevent rust, always wipe your bike dry after riding in the rain. Keep it stored in a covered or indoor space. Never leave it outside overnight. Apply a light coat of anti-rust oil or lubricant on the chain, nuts, and bolts every few weeks, but avoid getting it on the brake rims. If you spot any early signs of rust, like orange or brown patches, clean the area gently with steel wool or a rust remover. Catching it early saves money and prevents deeper damage. Regular care keeps your cycle looking sharp and working smoothly for years. 9. Store properly. Storing your bicycle the right way can make a huge difference in how long it lasts and how well it performs. Leaving your cycle outside, exposed to rain, sun, and dust, can lead to rust, faded paint, and worn-out parts. Whenever possible, keep your bicycle indoors, in a garage, under a covered porch, or even inside your home. If you must store it outside, always use a good quality bike cover to protect it from the weather. Keep the tires slightly inflated and the chain lightly lubricated, especially if the bike will sit unused for a while. Also, avoid resting the bike on the derailleur or chain side. Use a stand if available. Proper storage keeps your cycle clean, rust-free, and ready to ride anytime you need it. 10th regular test ride. A regular test ride is one of the easiest ways to spot issues before they become serious problems. Take a few minutes each week to ride your bicycle slowly in a safe area. Pay attention to how it feels. Are the brakes responsive? Is the chain running smoothly? Do you hear any strange sounds like squeaks, clicks, or grinding? Test the steering, check if the gears shift properly, if it's a geared bike, and make sure the wheels roll straight. Sometimes, problems can't be seen, but can definitely be felt. A short ride can alert you to loose bolts, low tire pressure, or worn brake pads before they cause trouble. Think of it as a health checkup for your bike. Quick, simple, and super effective. And that's it. With just a little care, your non-gear cycle can stay smooth, safe, and fun to ride for years. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy bike care guides. Got questions or your own maintenance hacks? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, ride safe and stay rolling.